Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is going to be a reading for the collective for the 24th of June. The song I got through was Craig David, I'm Walking Away. I can't really determine whether it's a male or a female who's walking away, but there's someone walking away from something. There's a main female here who is coming through as a false person in a relationship. I'll give you her energy in a second. You might be able to determine who is who. But there is the main woman in my Lenormand deck has come through as a privileged lady. She's oftentimes the other woman, but she's the rabbit spirit, so now is a lucky time. So I don't really know who's who, but maybe you can work it out. Not my story. Voodoo in blue, back off. You're doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic, and you're being kind and wishing to help, and so I'm going to step in and give you a very clear warning. I don't mind if I look like the bad guy. What matters is that you get the message. Time to do a little stay away magic, and while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all there are no pins in my voodoo doll, you, if you take my advice, won't be asking them to come round for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't get bullied. You may have to snarl too a little to get them to stay away. Detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much grief by asking whatever, whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first, but if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say away. Stop being so nice that you send mixed messages, because it is banishing time. Now, from my Lenormand deck, the main cards are the bear, the woman, and the book. So this can be like a dominant female or someone who's a boss. I always just sort of get... When the bear comes through for me, it's like a boss up day. It doesn't mean like overly dominant at all, not with the fawn here. It's just very much taking control in a situation, probably with the back off, but it could relate to someone else. It's also about being sort of like mother bear and protecting your cubs, but it's very much being in control of a situation and very clear as to which direction you're moving in. The book can often be that this woman holds some secrets. She may be a knowledgeable person. She may even be a bookkeeper or a librarian or an accountant even. But she has some sort of secret. She has been initiated in some way, possibly through the dream or psychic realm with the moon card here. And this is her moving up to a new level. But what's been revealed here is a betrayal. And that's why someone is walking away. I'm not utterly convinced it's her. I think it may be more than one person. It's all very odd. I've asked about the walking away, and it is the journey. So someone is on their way from a false person who's been in a courtship. Ignore my nails, I haven't had time to do them. And I asked who is the false person. It is the main female. I don't think it's this one though, because in my Kipper deck, if I pull out the main female and the privileged lady is always the other woman. So there's two women here, basically, is what I'm saying. So I've had a look at the energy of the main female, so you can try and identify who is who. And this is the elephant spirit in reverse. And upright is learn from the past. This is someone who does not learn from the past. This is someone who has selective memory about the past, only focuses on the good, ignores the bad, or vice versa. It's someone who's usually in a fairly heavy karmic cycle and is completely oblivious to the fact that that is what is going on. So I don't know if someone is walking away from this main female. I think possibly there's certainly a bad marriage here that may have been in the courthouse. And someone is just like freeing themselves from it. There is a real feeling of just like freed of it. With regards to the bear, this has come up with the fawn. This is my natural partner card. So I don't know if there's another party here, and the expectation is around the courthouse, maybe waiting on someone else to actually get a divorce and get freed of you know, a fairly karmic unhealthy marriage, and and come their way. Or is there an or? I just sort of get the feeling that someone here, feminine energy, I think, has sort of expected things to fall into place and is quite comfortable by, you know, just letting the chips fall where they will. There is an expectation, yeah, just letting the chips fall, and that's what the undressing in the salad is here. It's dropping all the balls. There's a feeling of acceptance here. It's a paradox. I can't fix it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I don't want to know what's going on. It's not my bag. It's not my monkeys. So, you know, yeah. And this feeling of letting go with the rabbit spirit. Rabbit is about things being lucky and productive and multiplying. It can be about fertility as well. There's a feeling here that just having this acceptance that, you know, things are all up in the air or a bit shit or they can't be managed. It's just like, I'm just going to let it go. And it's ultimately that brings in the Singer of Transfiguration, the best card in the deck. There's an acknowledgement here that what was maybe once considered someone's door to healing and happiness is not, it's not it. Yeah, it's not it. But the Singer of Transfiguration burns everything off. This is like rising from the ashes, you know, the phoenix rising. This is a passage. I mean, the next card up is actually the Singer of Initiation. So these are very, very similar. It is a new way of being. It is a feeling of inner peace with regards to the situation. It is a complete metamorphosis. It's just feeling rewarded and fulfilled, almost regardless as to what you've been given. You know, it's a bit like, it's a very zen. It's like, I thought this was my door and I see that it's not, because the book has been opened and it's revealed a whole host of hideousness that I would never be involved in. So yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm transformed just knowing that. I'm dropping all the balls. Yeah, it's just not my bag. And here's the Book of Secrets, and it is with the Singer of Initiation. Now, this can just be knowledge. It can be secret knowledge, esoteric knowledge, psychic knowledge, or it's something that has been kept a secret, but it is now being, I think, probably revealed, because this card is all about having breakthroughs. It is a card of success. It is a card that suggests that there has been a trial to get to this stage. It hasn't been easy. But now we are reaching a new level, and it's now to like take action and move in a new direction. But in terms of what's been opened up in the book, first and foremost is the Ten of Swords. And I really do think there's probably been a betrayal here. It can be exhaustion. If you listen to the lyrics of the song that came through, which I did, it will be in the drop down box. It is someone who's just tired of the whole thing, shattered, been through the mill. They just haven't got an ounce of energy in them to fight this. They're just going to lay there until, you know, the sun comes up and they're regenerated, because they're done. This is it Aphrodite? No, what's her name? Athena. This is Athena stepping in to ward off and tell the three Furies to back off, because there's literally nothing more you can do to this guy. He's busted. He's been through, run the gamut, been through the wars. He's done. He is done. He, she is done. This is done. The karmic wheel is in reverse here. So there can be a sort of feeling of stagnation, but there's also a feeling that this is like someone's getting bad karma, or it just feels stuck. And things are out of control, and it almost feels like it's been a catalogue of errors. It's been one mistake after another. Nothing has gone right in this situation, and yet at some point someone has been waiting in the Six of Cups for this to come good. This is regarding a soulmate or a past life relationship, or someone who's left you and you've been sat here all serene and loving and expecting them to come back your way. And whatever's been revealed in the book has led someone to walking away in the Eight of Cups and back off. Really clear with this decision. Think on your feet, Foxy. Foxy takes care of himself. Usually pretty self-interested. I'm not really getting any sort of deception here. It could be if it's coming back to this main female who has confirmed herself as the main person. But it's just being self-reliant, looking after yourself and your cubs, and no longer waiting for something to come good, because also what's been revealed is the soul shrinker in reverse. This is a like inverted energy. This is maliciousness. You might find out someone's been gossiping about you. You might find out someone's even tried to put a shitty curse on you, and try to hold you back from your blessings, or you know, where you should be heading in life for whatever twisted, messed up reason. This is someone who can be destructive, but mostly through speech. And if not through speech, most certainly through thought. You know? And people don't realise what they put out there with their thoughts. It literally can cause harm. But it ultimately does boomerang back. And this is what this is. It's verbal cruelty. It can be sarcasm and scoring off others. It's continually trying to erode the brightness of the person it's intended towards. Why you look so ugly here? I mean, he ain't handsome, is he? The story is that once upon a time, a long time ago, the soul shrinker was actually very beautiful, but he absorbed and listened to and witnessed all that is ugly in the human race, and it rubbed off on his appearance, like a lovely frog in a polluted pool. So his heart that is compassionate, or was, is now sort of anguished. And every time, because this is an energy rather than a person, humans do or say wicked things, it turns him uglier. But every time a human learns a lesson, he becomes a little less ugly. But yeah, there's something being revealed here, and it is a betrayal, and someone is choosing to walk away from ultimately a bad marriage, a bad relationship. It has been bad for their health and might have had to actually go to court to have it resolved. I have asked what the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, this bad karma, and there's someone who's jealous here and just absorbed by their own jealousy. It is lack mentality on steroids, because this person has a huge amount, but it will never be enough. There will always be someone they're comparing themselves to, and that's what keeps them trapped in a hideous cycle. I don't know who it is. It's, you know, could be anyone. So let's just take some advice for the day. Might be your story, might not be, but the overall message is back off. So if anyone's coming at you, or you know, they're not getting the message, you need to be really clear in your delivery. So advice, please, Spirit, for the 24th of June for the collective. Please like and subscribe. All my information is below in my personals. I've done 5 today, and I am all up to date. I've got one more which is compressing. If you haven't got it, it is coming. Everyone is done. Advice for the 24th of June, please. Take note of intuitive messages, and this is the moon here. And so it's possible that this revelation is going to come through intuitively. Dreams are off the charts just now. I tell you, if someone takes a fall on the stairs, I know it's a stunt. The moon. Advice for the 24th of June. That's some good stuff. Harness mystic power. Yes, we shall. Hurrah. This is like really, really intuitive. The High Priestess and the Moon. Yeah, you're not going to get like direct communication or anything tomorrow. You're just going to have, you know, a feeling, a vibe, a dream, a synchronicity. It's going to be something that's going to make things quite clear to you. High Priestess. Awesomeness. Align with the light and focus on things positive. Don't be looking at the soul shrinker and all their envy and twistedness. Go here. You are the mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you're working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but the dreams are off the charts just now, so please take note. Try and get them logged before you're like fully awake, and listen to them back, you know, over the coming days and weeks, and it's, you know, it's going to point you in the right direction. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.